So wait, Google is bringing back Google Glass. Why? I thought you just kind of agreed that this was a bad idea. Remember when all those YouTubers were wearing it and they were saying, oh, this is the future. They were all wearing it, it's all lopsided, it's all anti-symmetrical and not pretty at all. I think one of the weirdest things with it is with augmented reality, you kind of want to project things on top of, you know, what people can actually see. And Google Glass is really just over one eye, and it's not even your whole eye. It's just a section of it. And I think this all went down in 2014 is when everyone was talking about them and you could hear about people reviewing them and stuff, but I personally never saw a single pair of them in public. I only read about them on the internet. And now yesterday, Google Glass Enterprise Edition is released. Hey, look, Google's taking advantage of that name, Edition. Taking notes, Apple? I hope so. But for some random reason, Google wants to revisit this weird piece of history. After kind of extinguishing the website, they didn't want anyone searching for Google Glass. They didn't want that company to be associated with. Now the new website name is something different. It's like x.company/glass. So this is weird. I thought Elon Musk just bought x.com, but I guess this isn't a .com. Whatever the website is, this time Google Glass is being advertised primarily towards businesses, people in the manufacturing industry. They have a big list of companies that use them, but it's apparent here that Google Glass is definitely not for consumers. There's not really a way to buy it. You have to be contacted by Google in order to purchase one, which actually isn't that different. Back in 2014, you had to do the same thing. I remember being like, I want to try the Google Glass, so I entered my email address and everything. Found out that you had to be over the age of 18, which at that time I wasn't, and it costed $1,800, and that's if you get selected. So this is kind of a very, very thin niche audience. And the main thing this reminds me of actually is Microsoft HoloLens. It's when you're making technology that's clearly not ready yet and clearly not practical, you make it extremely awkward looking, and then you make it extremely expensive and say, oh, it's just for businesses. That's why they give it the Enterprise Edition name, right? Well, they have changed a couple things, to be fair. The camera on it now has 8 megapixels. Woo! All those POV shots are gonna look great now. But hey, do they film in a circle like spectacles do? That's a crucial part of my augmented reality glasses. They need to be able to film in a circle so that I can watch them in landscape or portrait mode. Shut up, Snapchat. You film in landscape. There's no other way. I think the difference here is the module for Google Glass EE can actually be removed from the glasses, because I guess you want to use it independently. No, it's probably so you can attach it to other pairs of glasses if you want to wear sunglasses or different styles, I guess. Website's pretty locked down. They can't let you look at too much. But now there is a glowing ring around the camera as soon as you're recording, because they saw spectacles and was like, oh yeah, we kind of want to tell people when you're creepingly recording them. That's a little important, yeah. The main appeal here is Google is just at the ready, so you can talk to it and record things and connecting you with other coworkers. So you can actually do a live stream. Honestly, it's just very hard to understand this thing. Selected brands that we're referring to who are into farming and manufacturing are going to use our products so that they can live stream their vision, because smartphones couldn't do that, so that you can keep using your hands while you're working on the assembly. I don't get it. I thought if that you were going to be investing in augmented reality, you would want to actually project on top of what any user can see. At least Microsoft got that down. I admit the HoloLens is pretty stupid and before its time. We're not ready to start putting those giant pairs of glasses on our heads, but at least that actually covered most of your vision. Google Glass looks like you had an accident a couple years ago and you need that thing to see. Like that little camera on the side is actually your eye replacement. Not aesthetically pleasing at all, and it shows that Google doesn't know when to let something die. It's this in Google Plus, please. Just kill it. So I don't want everyone out there thinking, oh, Google Glass is gonna make a comeback. Google's gonna try again this time. It's a publicity thing. They're just trying to say, well, we have a bunch of these old Google Glass parts. I guess we could use them in Enterprise. So they're bringing it back by reusing old technology that clearly didn't sell well. This is definitely not made for consumers. And if Google wants to make an augmented reality headset, not Google Daydream, no. This is a totally different thing. If they want to do that, they're going to have to completely redesign it. It will not be called Google Glass. It will have to actually cover your entire vision, not just a small section of it. And I'm honestly just confused. That's my impressions, okay? I don't get it. I don't want people out there being like, well, Microsoft's doing this, Google's doing it, why isn't Apple? Look, no one's doing it. The technology's not ready, so they slap a for sale sign on it and say, it's for business. Even though most manufacturing plants are gonna be like, no, we don't have $3 grand to spend on every worker in the factory, so no, that's not gonna happen. Instead, we'll have one worker who doesn't know what he's doing and needs to be talked talk through what he's doing through a team of other people via a live stream as he's looking at it. Practicality, everyone. If the last one was $1,800, I'm sure this one's not much different. Gotta be $1,500 or $2,000. It's in that price range. And again, you have to be selected to use it. So please pay no attention to Google Glass EE. It ain't happening. This is your Apple Sheep here, and I will see you in the next one.